Prasad here with Digital 1010. So today we're going to talk about COVID-19 and marketing and how you should be marketing your business and what you should be preparing for after this is over with. Because it is going to come to an end, even though we're on the upward swing of it, it is going to come to an end. So if you're able to get through this stress test through this moment in time, your business could potentially grow exponentially because of your ability to evolve through matters like this. So I've got some notes here based on some conversations that we've had with some past clients asking about what they should do to stay ahead of the game after COVID-19. So a few things that I wanted to make very, very clear. It's adapt to a new online environment, right? Everybody's already online to a certain degree, but now more than ever, you'll see a huge influx across all demographics moving online. And because of that, you'll have new people who could potentially be interested in your products or services. Now, if you own a business and you don't have an online presence, you can't succeed. If you're the world's best kept secret, you're just that, a secret. You're not, take the best out of it, right? So first things first, you must have an online presence. What does that mean? If you're a retail business, you've got to have an e-commerce platform for people to be able to purchase products at any point in time whenever they feel inclined. So, for example, we are all at a position where we have to stay at home and be socially distant. Well, that doesn't mean that customers don't want to go and buy clothes or they don't need other products and services, right? If they can't purchase those products or services online, they'll get them from your competitor. It's just that easy. So first and foremost, you must have an online presence and you must have an e-commerce extension to basically bridge the gap between offline conversions within your store or within your service business to online conversions, helping to make sure that people just have that opportunity to continue to purchase from you. So that's first thing, right? If you're a restaurant, same idea. You have to have online ordering. There has to be a way for customers to be able to support you, right? Everyone is saying support local businesses, support local businesses. And while, yes, it is great to assume that people are going to call you and, order what they regularly order, more often than not, that's not the case, right? You know that, and everybody else knows that. Most people are going to places that have online ordering capabilities because it is easier. They can see exactly what you offer. Potentially you have some ingredients lists on there, some nice pretty pictures, maybe some calorie counts depending on the type of food industry you're in. And that gives people some peace of mind and comfort knowing exactly what they're going to get. Whereas you might get some regulars that would still hit you up for your traditional bar burger. But in most cases, if you're a restaurant and you don't have the ability to provide your customers with online ordering, it's going to get tough. I can promise you that. If you're a service provider now, right? So we've talked about retailers, we've talked about restaurants, and now we're talking about service providers. If you're a service provider, if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, even marketers like myself, and you don't offer virtual meetings or virtual consultations, you're in for a world of trouble. And it just makes sense, right? You have the ability to still have a conversation. It can still be personal and face up with your client without having to worry about these social distancing rules, right? It gives you the ability to potentially manage your time more fluently because you're not waiting on someone to get there for 15 minutes. It becomes a much better mechanism for you to manage your calendar by hosting a lot of these first point of contact meetings virtually, right? You see it happening all the time right now with Teladoc. Nobody would think that you'd be able to get prescriptions and diagnose an illness via a teleconversation, but it's happening. So now that we are in this pandemic state where people have to social distance, the trend is just going to continue down that path. So if you're not prepared for it now, you better get ready soon, because, like I said, eventually this COVID-19 will be done, and we will get back to normal, but it will be a new normal. And so as long as you're prepared with the online presence, with the online ordering, with the ability to service your customers virtually, you'll be in good shape. So hopefully this information was great. If you'd like the transcript for this conversation, please just go ahead and download now. And I look forward to meeting you again in the future. Thanks again. This is Michael Saad from Digital1010.com.